All right, here's Grand Rapids Police Chief Kevin Belk.
Good morning. Shortly after 11 o'clock, about 11:05, we were called to a counseling agency at 1125 Ball Street Northeast. We had a report that individuals had been shot inside a vehicle. Our preliminary investigation, although it's still ongoing, and this is obviously very preliminary, but is here for counseling session this morning. After the counseling session, they went into their vehicle. There was then a shot heard from inside the car, and when investigators got there, we found two females that were deceased, one 21, one 31, and then a male, 27-year-old male, who we believe was suffering from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was transported to an area hospital where he has since died.
Chief, any idea of the relationship of the people that were in that vehicle?
Well, we're still trying to sort that out. We do believe that one of the males and the female were involved in a relationship, may have had a child in common, but we're still trying to sort out the details and why the third individual was with them. But all three were inside the vehicle when the incident occurred.
So they had already sought treatment and they came back out and got into a car?
That is my understanding, yes, that they had already gone for a counseling session. Upon completing that, they had left, got into the vehicle when the incident occurred.
What's going on inside? Are there any, is there any kind of lockdown? Are there children treated there, adults treated there?
I don't know exactly the range of clients that they have there, but obviously we've talked with management there. They've tried to get people away from the front of the building, dealing with issues certainly with the counselor that was involved. But at this point, we're trying to maintain the scene security while we conduct our investigation.
Who was taken away in the ambulance? Was that the male?
The male person involved, we believe, was a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Chief, we had a pair of homicides this weekend. We have this, obviously, Connecticut. What is that doing to your mind regarding gun access?
Well, I don't know that that really is an issue for us to discuss here. I mean, obviously there are far too many guns in society that are out there. We're dealing with them regularly. As a rule, the majority of the time we're dealing with illegal guns that are possessed by people that shouldn't have them. They're not registered to them, people that have felony records. So that's generally what we see, and obviously there are exceptions to those rules. But
Chief, are these people from Grand Rapids? Have you notified their families?
We have not yet notified any family members, and we'll continue to do that through the morning.
Are they Grand Rapids people?
Yes, they are.
Any history with them? I
don't. It's obviously very preliminary. I want to give you some information, but again, at this point, unfortunately, we have three people that are dead, but we are not looking for any suspects. The weapon has been recovered, and we believe that it was essentially a homicide, and then the offender taking his own life.
What was the weapon?
At this point, it's a handgun, but I don't have the details. So, all right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Again, that's Grand Rapids Police Chief Kevin Belk updating on what we now know is a situation involving three people that have died. I want to kind of summarize what he said in case you are just joining us. This is happening at the Arbor Circle Counseling Center near Ball and Leonard Street. It's a counseling center. The chief telling us that a couple had gone into that counseling center to get some treatment. They came out, and at some point, another one of those people fired shots, killing two women there, and then they believe that person then shot himself. We know that he was taken away by ambulance, and the police chief just confirming that that person has died from his injuries. So obviously a very tragic situation. Questions coming up about gun control. Of course, the chief's saying that now is really not the time to discuss that, as they've got an active investigation. But apparently a murder-suicide, a double murder-suicide, tragic situation right now at this point, and we'll work to keep you updated. Back to you.
Leon, let me get this straight. The chief had mentioned something about a child between two of these individuals.
Yeah, he said it sounds like they, and it's not clear at this point if he meant a child in the literal sense that we're talking about a minor here, or if they're investigating whether or not that other adult in the vehicle was one of their relatives. But it sounds like the two did have a child at some point together, and they're still trying to sort out what the relationships are exactly between the people in that vehicle.
And all this happened in the vehicle, is that right?
That's our understanding. It's not clear of this third party, if that was a person just waiting in the car for the couple to come out of counseling, or how the third party got involved. But again, it does sound like this happened in the vehicle. Again, a couple coming here to get counseling, presumably marriage counseling. That's the type of services Arbor Circle offers. And then something went horribly wrong in that car. Witnesses heard what some were describing as an explosion in the vehicle. They heard those loud shots, and that's when police arrived here to find the two people already dead on the scene, and that third person suffering from the self-inflicted gunshot wound, and he was taken away from here and died as well. But all adults, as far as we know, in this situation right now. Brett and Emily.